I'm gonna hit the record button here, you guys, and then we'll get started. Okay. Gosh, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your Wednesday evening. I know there's lots of things going on this week, last week of school, last few days of school, and baseball, softball, all that stuff is already going. It seems like summer is already in full effect around, at least around here. So I really do appreciate you guys taking time away from your family to be here to learn more about Team Beachbody and who we are, and just really to get to know many of us, and who is part of this team. And if you decide that this is something for you, that you get to know us, and that we are real people, like real kids running around naked in the background, and things going on all the time, and we're busy people. And so we're just really thankful that you're here. So again, thanks again for being here and taking time. I just want you guys to feel, the people who have been invited as guests, we want you to know that we feel like it's a big compliment that someone invited you to learn more about the Beachbody opportunity, about the business, or as far as being a discount coach. Hey, Joe, can you keep them down just a little bit? He's going to be So, I think it's just a big compliment, because someone invited you, someone saw something in you within a challenge group, or within a, just in a conversation with you, that really sparked their interest to have you come and learn more about it. Because in this business, it's really exciting to have the opportunity to get to pick who you work with. If you work outside of the home and you work, you know that you don't get that opportunity to say, hey, yeah, I would love to work with you, and I would love to be on calls with you and inspire you. And sometimes you don't get to do that at your job. If your teachers, you don't pick who the teachers are at your school to work with. If you are a employee at another company, you don't really get to pick those people who you want to be around every day. And in this company, you get to do that. So be really excited that someone saw a spark in you, and they decided that they would love to work with you on a daily basis. So we appreciate again, taking time. So first of all, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Renee Schnurley. I am a 3-star diamond coach within the company, which most people don't really even understand what that is. I have just been in this business a long time, a little over 6 years. I got started 6 years ago, and again in 2009, April of 2009 is when I got started with the company. And I didn't really have any idea. Nobody invited me to a challenge group. I was never a part of a challenge group. I got started because I ordered a stupid program called P90X on an infomercial. And I say that lightheartedly because, I have a physical education degree. I have a master's in exercise science, and I didn't really think that I needed to watch a stupid DVD player to get in shape, like ever anticipate me ever doing something like that. But someone, one of my friends was doing P90X, and I was like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? And at the time, I just moved back from Lincoln to be with my now husband, and I didn't have a place to work out. I didn't have structure. I didn't have a gym facility to do. So I wasn't doing anything. I knew I needed to be doing something, but I wasn't doing anything because we lived in a rural community, and we didn't obviously have anything but dirt roads. So, I didn't really like that. And so I didn't do anything. And I gained about 20 pounds, and I kind of was miserable. And I knew we were going to be getting married, and I needed something to get me back into shape. So I took my friend's advice, and I kind of put my guard down, and I, put my concerns to the side and say, wait, you know what, let me give it a try. It's got a money back guarantee. So I ordered it through the infomercial. I called on it on the phone. It seems like maybe the internet wasn't even around that. No, I'm joking. So I did call on the phone, and I ordered it, and I haven't ever looked back. I got it. I started about a week later with it, and I lost about 10 inches and 10 pounds, and I felt amazing. I had built muscle. I felt like myself again, and it was something that I could do from home without a bunch of equipment and a lot of space. And about halfway through that, I had one of my friends who said, hey, I should get you in touch with somebody, one of my friends, that that's all they do is Beachbody. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, so they just work out all day? Like, what do they do for what do they do for money? What do they do? And so, long story short, I was kind of looking for something to do back home, and I said yes to the coaching opportunity 6 years ago, and it's something that has completely changed my life, my family's life, over the course of 6 years. And I've met amazing people. Many of those people are on this team, or your coach who invited you, and I wouldn't have met them if it hadn't been for Beachbody and for that whole transformation process that I had. And just to give you a little bit of background too, as I got in shape, got pregnant, had 2 babies back to back within 18 or 16 months of each other, and I had gained 60 pounds with both of them. And I, again, had lost a sense of who I was. I started doing all of our Beachbody programs again, started using Shakeology, of course, being very consistent with checking into my challenge groups. And I could really relate to a lot of women who were going through a lot of the same things, just not feeling like themselves and having that fight with their closet. And I've lost about 65 pounds. So I've lost all of that baby weight and a little bit more. And it's because of Beachbody. It's because of our challenge group system and the process that we have in place to support our customers. So that's how I got started. And so I'm going to turn it over to Katie. She's going to tell you a little bit more. She's my co-presenter tonight. She's been a good friend of mine for a lot of years, and one of the people that I invited about 12 times to be a coach, and she finally said yes, and I will do it. We be alone. Jiminy Christmas. And now she's a full-time Beachbody coach. So I'm just going to let you hear her story.
Great. Thanks, Renee. Hey guys, Katie here. And again, thanks so much for being here. I'm really excited that you guys are here, and I'm a little nervous to be talking to you too, because this is completely out of my comfort zone. But having all of you here and seeing your faces just totally makes it worth it, because being able to share my story with you, I hope will inspire you. So, like Renee said, I've known her for quite a few years now, and I like to just put a little something in there that I remember when Renee was doing P90X and she was showing me her push-up moves in the local bar. Like, she's like, look at what I can do now. And she's doing these push-ups in the local bar. And this is a small town bar. So anyway, I'm like, you are crazy. What is going on? So needless to say, I was like, okay, well, I'll try it. And that was, I don't even know, Renee, that was a long time ago. So I tried it. I had great results. I did P90X, and I tried Shakeology, and I had really great results. And that was, I was feeling pretty good, but my track record was I would do something for a while, and then I would, be comfortable, fall off, and, do it off and on every now and then. That was just who I was at the time. So fast forward a little bit. I moved 700 miles from my friends and family, my career, everything I knew and loved, to Wisconsin to be with my now husband. And I found myself in a place where it was just way more difficult than I ever had imagined it would be. I was sad. I was lonely, even though I was with my husband. Everything I knew and loved was not near me at all. So I found myself in this place where I needed something to find myself again. So once again, I reached out to Renee, who graciously helped me. And I jumped in a challenge group. I jumped in with a new workout, and I started drinking my Shakeology regularly again. And when I say regularly, I mean every day. And I found myself going through this transformation of mind, body, and soul, honestly, because it became something that I was religious about doing. It was something for me. I was trying to fit into a wedding dress that I was not fitting into. And I was finding my happiness again. So that's, after she had asked me to be a coach, again, it was something that I was only doing for myself, and I was a discount coach for 4 years before I really saw the amazing opportunity to do something more with it. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But that's how I got started, and I now am doing Beachbody full-time and loving it. It has completely changed my life. So anyway.
Okay. So we are going to try to keep this to 30 minutes. So we're just going to keep moving. If you have any questions at the end, we're going to open that up for discussion for 10, 15 minutes. So write your questions down as we're going through this. You know, when Katie and I are putting this together, we're like, we just need to figure out what are the top objections that we see or concerns that people see with the company. And of course, the first one is always like, oh my gosh, I have to sell my friends. Is this a MLM or is this a pyramid scheme? And I just have to say that a lot of the times I just say to that person, well, what makes you think that? You know, what makes you think about why it's, you know, why is that an objection for you? And a lot of the times it's just really a lack of knowledge, or it's an icky feeling that they've had at some point of somebody trying to ram a product down their throat. And that's really what it's about. And yes, is Beachbody a direct marketing? Absolutely, it is. But it's one of the things that I have always respected about the company is that they're really bringing sexy back when it comes to a direct sales company, because they really are they're really centered in the right place. They do not promote people to go and be icky and tactless about the marketing of it. And we're just really making direct sales cool again and making it a relationship type business. You know, I don't know if you're all familiar with Beachbody. You know, most people don't know who Beachbody is, or regardless of Team Beachbody, but because you know the brand, you know the $100 million a brand that they marketing that they spend every year, and it's P90X, it's our programs, it's 21-Day Fix, it's 21-Day Fix Extreme, it's Chilling Extreme, it's Insanity, it's you know, all of those programs, people know what those are, but a lot of people don't know that Beachbody has been a company for 12 years, and before even they opened it up to the direct sales industry, they were a very solid company with an A+ rating with the BBB. And I say the BBB because I can't say the Better Business Bureau real fast. But they were a real company. So it's not like they just threw a compensation plan out there, decided how to make money, and then they created a product. They've had products for 12+ years, and they've been a network marketing company or a direct sales company for about 8 or 9 years now. So for about, I guess it's been about 15 years that they've actually been a company. So it's not like they just threw that together. So they have some of the top fitness programs. Many of you are probably doing them right now, the 21-Day Fix or PIO or Insanity. And we have very reputable products that we can offer our customers. And we, of course, you see all kinds of infomercials about Beachbody. We have like the top 5 within the infomercials. You know, we have, I think, Insanity Max 30, P90X3, 21-Day Fix, and PIO are all top programs that you will see on the TV. You know, raise your hand if you see them on a daily basis. You know, we have some people on our team within this network who have transformed their life, and they are now, you know, somebody that's about 20 minutes from me, she is now on an infomercial with Beachbody. Like, she's on the TV. She's a really good friend of mine. She reached out to me through my like page, and now she is on the infomercial. So it's weird to see yourself on an infomercial. So it's really cool, though, that she's able to do that. So, you know, our company was founded by Carl Deichler, and he is the CEO of the company. He's the most down-to-earth, funny person that I've really ever met, like, in terms of the company. Like, he's not a stuffy tie person. He wears, you know, very casual clothes, jeans, sometimes to our things, and it's just really, his heart is in the right place, and I know that this company is amazing. So I just wanted to share a little bit more about that. And then also the fact that when you're going through this presentation, think about how Beachbody can meet your goals. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, because it doesn't work this way, is that if you sign up tomorrow and you work your business for a month, you're going to be earning a 6-figure income like many of the people on our team. That is not how we approach it. It is up to you what you want to do with your business. So I want you to be thinking about, you know, do I want to be a discount coach? Okay, am I cool with that? Do I want to just be somebody that is earning a discount at, you know, with the products and maybe sharing it with a few people and earning your product? Or do you want to find something where you're completely transforming your physical fitness and your financial fitness? You know, when I got started, I wanted something of my own. I wanted to have my own business. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I knew that that's what I wanted, but I also wanted to hold myself accountable for my fitness. So I went and I drove the business 2 ways. So I want you guys to be sitting here and thinking about that when you're going through these questions, is what, and it changes over time. Like with Katie, she was a discount coach at first, and that is completely fine if that's where you want to be. But it can also help pay for, lots of other things. If you earn a couple $100s extra a month or a week, or if you earn a couple $100,000 a month, what could that do for you and your family? Even just covering the cost of your product. So sit down and think about, where could this business help me as a discount coach? And we are going to wrap our arms around you. We're going to love you. We're not going to push you to do whatever, we think we want you to do. This is about you and totally about you. Okay. But we're just here to help support you. So whatever level you want to be a part of, you can do that. So, we want to just go through the top objections, some of the most things that we get objections about, or that people are very concerned about with being a coach. And the second one is really about, oh my God, I don't want to sell my family and friends. I don't want to push them. I don't want to talk to people about stuff. And so I'm going to turn it over to Katie, because that was one of her fears when she first got started. So go ahead, Katie.
Okay, so this was probably my biggest objection when Renee continued to ask me about coaching or starting the business side of the coaching factor. And it was completely because I never saw myself as a salesperson. I didn't want to be a salesperson. I didn't want to be that person that had to be like, hey, I want to buy this from me, because no, I didn't go to school for that. That's not what I was going to do. None of that. It just sounded yucky to me. Not to mention, how many times have you, I'm sure all of you know people probably within a network marketing company that, they're pushing their product on you, and they don't even know who you are or how it might help you. And you see them in the grocery store and you just want to turn the other way and probably ditch your cart and go out to your car and leave. Right. I mean, that is totally what I saw. I just did not want to be that person, because I didn't want that pressure. But it is not like that at all. And it actually becomes a more natural thing. I mean, number one, Beachbody doesn't want you to do that. They don't want you to do that at all. And our team definitely does not represent that. We have many trainings and tools that make you feel even more comfortable with just having a natural conversation, because more times than not, you guys are going to find that if you are on this journey already, you're losing weight, you're eating healthy, you've got a better attitude, you're happier, all that stuff is happening. People are going to notice, and they're going to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing that is making you so amazing? Because that's how it happens. Why are you so happy? Why are you skinny? I mean, that's the crazy thing is my brother was the first person that actually asked me, what are you doing that you're so happy? And you're just you have this amazing attitude. And it was strictly because I was doing a workout program, a challenge group, and drinking my shake, and it was transforming my whole body. So I shared that with him. I invited him. He was my very first. And the awesome thing about it, he's down 60 pounds and still is doing amazing and has transformed his life. That was one person, and all I had to do was share what I did. So that is kind of where that bridge came for me of being able to realize that I didn't have to sell anybody on what I was doing or what it is as a product. I just merely had to share with them the experience, because they wanted a piece of that anyway. Yeah. Does that cover it?
Yep. Okay, I don't have six-pack abs. Neither do I. We get a lot of that, because there's this preconception when you hear Beachbody coach. It's that you have to wear this swimsuit and have six-pack abs, and it's just, that's not the case, you guys. When I was really serious about building my business, I just had 2 kids and I was 240 pounds. Okay. So that's when I really transformed my life and my business, and people could relate to that. And I use that as fuel to my fire. I'm never going to have, I'm not going to say never, because I'm not going to say that's out of the reach, but it's not something that I really want, but it is something that I really don't want to work that hard for. I like pizza and beer and fun things like that. And so I'm not sometimes willing to give that up, right? At least at this point in my life. So it's not you say you don't have to go around and say, well, I can never be a Beachbody coach. I don't look like that. I don't fit into that mold. And the thing is that nobody fits into the mold. There is no mold. because, when we go to our coaching events, there are people that have been on a journey for 2 or 3 years. There are people who are just starting their journey. There are people that have done it for a long time and they've lost 50 or 60 pounds, or some people, have coaches that completely transformed their life and they've lost 100 pounds, 150 pounds. What was like that guy lost 200 and some pounds last year and then he won, $100,000. This is not what this business is about. Like, you don't have to look a certain way or be able to like have a, like a really fast pace or, be perfect all the time, because nobody can relate to being perfect. Okay. And we want everybody to get that out of their head right now, because being a coach is just about inspiring other people to get on their journey. And the more that they can relate to you, the more they are going to be inspired, and the more attraction you're going to have, or they're going to have for attraction for you and what you can offer. And so I just want you guys to know that you do not have to have, six-pack abs. I do not have six-pack abs. I'm still a size, I don't know, like a 10 or a 12, okay? I mean, like, that's, size 2. That maybe? No way. Never going to happen for me. I'm not interested in that. I am simply interested in doing my best. I'm simply interested in putting myself around people who are very positive and who want the same things as me and are always working towards moving forward with their fitness, okay? So just kind of scratch that off, that you have to look a certain way or be a certain size to be a coach, okay? Everybody's looking for somebody that they can relate to, okay? All right. Go ahead, Katie.
Okay. So no time, something that I really stressed out about at first, because I still had a full-time job when I first started this. And I was like, I don't have any time. How am I going to do this? What am I going to do? And honestly, another thing that our team helps you with, managing your time. And within managing your time, you find that there is plenty of time for this business, because there really isn't a lot to it. We have 3 vital behaviors, and most of those revolve around you and bettering yourself, bettering your health and fitness, doing your workouts, eating healthy, bettering your mind. As long as you're doing those 3 things and helping motivate other people, you can find time. It could be 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunch, and 15 minutes at night. I have plenty of coaches on my team that have full-time jobs, babies, part-time jobs. Like, they got all sorts of stuff going on with activities. And because it's important to them, they find that time in sections throughout their day, or all in one lump sum. So yes, time can be a factor, but we try to help you through that. And honestly, for a lot of us, we have beat that time. We've gotten that excuse right out the door, because you will find the time, because it becomes important to you.
Can you talk a little bit more about how you kind of, when you were working a full-time job, just talk about how much time that you actually spent on your business?
When I was working a full-time job, I probably would take an hour out of my day, it really came down to, in the evenings for me is when it worked best. I would jump on Facebook maybe over my lunch hour or maybe first thing in the morning, but the majority of my time I scrunched right into an hour period where I could go down this list of items that I knew I wanted to hammer out and just be done. And now that I've been able to go full time, of course my list is a little bit longer, but it really has become, it was about managing my time properly and being able to touch the lives that I wanted to touch within that time frame. And it worked out fine. I was able to do it, and I know we talk about it constantly within our team. We have so many people that still have full-time jobs and are able to do this because they can manage their time, and we help them through that.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people have multiple things going on. You have kids in school, you have kids in daycare, you have, events, summers are busy, vacations. The great thing about this is that you really can do it from anywhere. You are a walking billboard for your business, for one. So if you're doing the product of the product, you're selling your product without selling a product, walking around. That is part of your business, sitting down for an hour. We have people who work, full-time jobs like Katie said, and just, figuring out, okay, I have an hour every day that I can commit to the business, whether it be at night, maybe a half an hour over your lunch hour. And we give you the things that, in order to be successful, what do you need to do? And part of that looks like, just sharing your journey on Facebook. Do I say you have to do a before and after picture on Facebook and, do that in your swimsuit? No, we don't recommend you do that. I didn't ever, like that. I didn't get started that way, just sharing your struggle. Share what, like, gosh, I can either have an apple or I can have a candy bar. You know what I mean? Like just sharing like what, like the balance, the struggle between that, sharing that you're working out, that you're using Shakeology, and, and we don't want you to post your website links all over the place. We simply want you to put stuff out there that can help inspire other people to get healthy and fit, because that's the way this works. That's why Beachbody decided not to be just a Beachbody company anymore, because putting a product in Walmart and putting a product in other stores or sports stores, that didn't tell the story. Okay, like that, you look at a product and you're like, oh, well, okay, well, I'll pass on it. Or would you buy a product because somebody else had results? Somebody else is going to hold your hand. Somebody else is going to inspire you to do it. And so that's why they created the Team Beachbody Network, is because of the fact that people were already doing this. People were already fitting into their busy schedules. They were logging on to the message boards and they were finding people that were like them. And they were saying, you know what, we can do this together. Let's pair up. Let's do groups. Let's hold each other accountable. And they saw that and they're like, gosh, anybody can do this. You don't have to have a fitness, background, and you don't have to have any of the nutritional information. We're simply just like telling people, like, this is what I'm doing. This is what is working for me. And you do with it what you want, but I'm going to be here to help support you and get you started. Okay. So anybody can do the business on any amount of time. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, we're just want a couple more minutes. We want to talk a little bit about how to get started with how do you earn an income. Let me give you a little bit of an overview. When you first get started as a coach, you get, of course, the 25% discount on all the products. So you get a 25% discount on your Shakeology if you're using that, which I hope you are. If you're in a challenge group, you get that. So it's about a $30 discount, and then you also get on the rest of the products too. So you get a discount on all of the products that you order from here on out, a 25% discount. If you refer a product back to the company, you get a 25% commission on that. Okay, you get a little bit more with a challenge pack. So if you, the reason why they call them challenge packs is because it really gives you everything that you need in the first 30 days to really get yourself going. And we know that Shakeology works so well in supporting your nutrition and your diet and in replacing the, filling in the gaps in your nutrition, that they put them together. So when you start somebody on a challenge pack, that's really the fitness program. You're going to help them figure out which one works for them. And then they're going to pair that with Shakeology, and that's called a challenge pack. So they get a discount on both of their products. You get a little bit more for getting people started on a challenge pack. So I think anywhere between $40 to $60 is what you get to get somebody started on that. And that's what you get really in return of setting up a challenge group and checking in with them and providing them the support that they need. Okay. And I just want to say that first and foremost, that it's okay to earn an income for giving somebody life again. It's okay to be, earning an income to, help support somebody. Like, your time is precious. Like, not all of us have a lot of time. And if you're going to go out there and you're going to support somebody and get somebody started, it's okay to earn money to do that. Okay. I want you guys to understand that that's okay. It's just like any other business. You go in there and you refer it, they're going to get an income. Why wouldn't you do that for helping to get the door open for them and helping them get it started? So we earn money that way. And then there's 7 other different ways that you can earn income. You can grow a team of other coaches that are doing the same thing as you, and you can stand beside them and you can help other people, and you help your coaches grow and help support more people. And you guys, it's really incredible to see that, since the last 6 years that I have been in the business, we have a network of over 8,000 coaches. Okay. So me, like, I can't even believe that. I started with myself. Okay. And I've gone out there and I've inspired more people, and those people turn around and inspire more people. And it's just really incredible to see all the transformations, because I can only help a select amount of people, but together, my team collectively, we can help a crap load more people. Like, I would never have been able to meet a lot of you or even see you guys if it wasn't for all of my team and adding to my team and, running challenge groups together and really supporting each other. So that's how this business works, is that we cannot do it alone. If you sign up in this business, you are in business for yourself, but you have a ton of other people that are going to help you do it. So my last thing is how do you get started? Now, you can get started if many different ways, but one of the ways that we really recommend that you come in at the business, because one, you can't take advantage of the challenge packs after you sign up as a coach. So once you're a coach, you can only purchase a challenge pack when you're getting started. So what we recommend, one thing that I recommend to a lot of my team, is that even if you're just getting started and you haven't done a fitness program, or if you haven't used Shakeology, I would definitely recommend going with the Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. And the reason that is because it's very hard to sometimes understand what's going to be your groove. Like, do you have workout ADD? Like some people, like they don't like one thing all the time. They have to have variety. You're going to get access to over $2,500 worth of Beachbody programs. So you can pick Insanity one day, you can do 21 Day Fix the next day, you can do PIO one day, you can do Chalene Extreme another day, or you can just gradually work through all those programs. So you have like a lot of programs that you can pick from. So then you can really get an idea of, okay, what is my workout type? Like, what do I like? Do I like weights? Do I like cardio? Do I like low impact, like PIO? You know, what is it that I really like? And so the one thing that they've done is they've said, okay, those people can use the Beachbody On Demand for 90 days. Okay, so you get 90 days of using Beachbody On Demand, any program that you want. Except for some of the ones that are newer, like Insanity Max 30 and PIO. You get one workout to check out within those, like they're called new and noteworthy. So you get like one workout for PIO, one workout for Insanity Max 30. So you get to kind of see what it is, but then they pair it up with Shakeology. So you get a bag of Shakeology in the mail. You can get started on your fitness journey right away. You can actually log into Beachbody On Demand with the email that they send you, and you can get started right away. So that's one of the ones that we recommend a lot of the times, especially if you're not really sure what you want. But that's up to you and your coach to decide what program you might want to get started with. But again, once you become a coach, you don't longer get the discount off the challenge pack. So, you know, that's only for our customers. So when you get started as a coach, you can do that. If you have purchased a challenge pack in the previous months or 2 months or whatever before, you can actually sign up as a coach for free. Okay. You can go in and sign up for free. So if you've bought a challenge pack in the past, you can sign up. You can pay your $39.95, and then they will return. Fill out a quick form, like takes 2 seconds, and they will return your $39.95 within 1 to 2 business days. Okay, so that's really cool. Or you can decide that maybe I want more Shakeology to share with some people. I want to have some packets on hand, and I want to try a different program. I want PIO. So having Shakeology and PIO discounted $140, that's a significant savings to get another program and another bag of Shakeology. So it's a great way to be able to get started as a coach. So there's many different ways, but those are the top ways that we see most of our coaches who are getting started and want to get started right. They want to have everything that they need. You get a, where did it go? You get a package in the mail. Where did my new coach package go? Anyway, you get some DVDs to get started, and of course, your team is going to help you. Excuse me, you get like a booklet like this, your program, and all that stuff, so you are ready to go, okay? Anyway, that's how you get started with that. That concludes my portion of the presentation. And I hate saying presentation because I'm not a formal person whatsoever. But I do want to make sure that we have everybody who is a guest on the line before we draw. Just a second. Okay, I want you guys to ask questions. Is there anything that we haven't covered that you would like to know more about? This is a chance for you to be able to do that, okay? So you can either type it in the chat box. There's a chat at the bottom that says chat. Click on that, type it, and we will be happy to share more information about that, or you can unmute yourself and speak up. We'll take like 10 minutes or so while we're getting drawings.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can.
Okay, this is Carol Benson. Can you just tell me about the refresh?
I sure can. Katie, do you want to dive into that, or would you like me to?
Go right ahead.
Okay, the 3-day refresh, or refresh, whatever you want to say. I always have that like fight with myself. Is it refresh or refresh? But anyway, the 3-day refresh is, okay, so like probably, well, this came out like what, a year ago this last summer? Is that right? Sometime last year it came out, so over a year ago. And there was a lot of people who were doing like a 3-day Shakeology cleanse, okay? So they were doing 3 shakes a day. It wasn't the CEO's wife is who creates all this stuff. Like she's like one of the top like recruited nutrition people in the world. Like, she is so smart, so into research and development. I mean, she's amazing. So anyway, the 3-day refresh is basically it's 3 shakes a day, but you do get to eat. So I'll just kind of walk you guys through this real quick. So you have each day you have 2 vanilla refresh shake packets, okay, and then you'll have 1 fiber sweep, okay. So the fiber sweep is something that you will take mid-morning after a couple hours of your first Shakeology. So you will actually use Shakeology as part of that. So Shakeology in the morning, and then it actually does have a meal plan or meal plan guide. So you do get to eat. That's the good thing. Like, you do get to eat food, which I can't not eat food. I think about food all the time. So anyway, you have 2 vanilla refresh shakes, and then you have the Shakeology, and then you have a fiber sweep. So you get actually, I'll just read it to you. Upon your waking, you have some water, and then you have your breakfast, a Shakeology, and you can have a fruit. You can either put it in your Shakeology, or you can eat it like a banana if you just want to eat it. And then optionally, you can do morning tea, so like a green tea if you want. Mid-morning is your fiber sweep. Okay, the fiber sweep is basically a digestive health drink. It's very high in fiber. If you're doing it, shake it up really fast and guzzle it down. Don't let it sit. Don't let it sit, because it gets like kind of gummy, you know. So like if you have a gag reflex or something, you just want to shake it up really quick and take it. Makes you feel really good. So if you have a lot of bloat, stuff like that, that's what's helping out with that. And then for lunch, you have a vanilla shake, and then you have a fruit, a vegetable, and a healthy fat. So like avocado, you can have almond butter, you can have coconut oil, stuff like that. And then for the afternoon snack, you have a vegetable and a healthy fat. And then for supper, you can have, or dinner, whatever you call it, you have another shake, and then you have a dinner recipe. So you can have like, it's pretty much vegan. It's vegetables. There's not any protein, stuff like that. But like coconut steamed vegetables, roasted asparagus, spinach salad, and vegetable stir fry. So it tells you exactly what you need, and you just do the same thing for 3 days. And it just helps to kind of like, I do it every month. I try to do it every month, because I just want to feel like I'm just going to say, like, this weekend, like, it's Memorial Weekend, I'm going to have like some drinks and probably some bad food. And sometimes I just want to get off of that. Like, sometimes if you have that where you're back in a routine of not eating the best and not eating the cleanest, then it's just a good way to give your body a reset, is what I'm trying to say. Does that help? I'm sorry, Carol, is that right?
Yes, it did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what the actual drawing is for tonight, is for that. But it's really pretty simple to follow. And I wasn't ever, okay, I'm going to say like the 3rd day, I wanted to eat my arm off. Just kidding. I wanted to eat some food, but I feel amazing. Like, some people lose up to 5 to 6, 7 pounds and just lose the bloat. Okay. It's a good product.
All right, Renee, we got a couple questions in the chat box.
Good. Can you read them off to me?
Yeah. So Katie has one that says, if you prefer working out in a gym, is there a way to promote just the Shakeology, or does it always include the workout that comes with it?
Oh, that's a great question. You can actually do a lot. One of the things that's really great now is that we have Beachbody on demand. So if somebody wants to go and do it at the gym or on their phone or on their iPad or on the computer, they can do that. Now, we do have a lot of coaches on our team that are very successful with the company that do CrossFit. They don't do a lot of our other workouts. We have our supplements, we have Shakeology, we have a brand new performance supplement line that's coming out in July. So there's 4 additional products, like a pre-workout, a post-workout, a hydrate, and then there's one you take at night. So we have multiple different products that you can use. But no, we have a lot of people on our team who do other things like Zumba or jazzercise, but a big one is CrossFit. So they go outside of the gym to work out, and we're just here we're not like Beachbody Nazis. Like we just want you to be active. We just want you to do something. But obviously, if people don't have access to a gym, then just knowing some of the products and using them, so you have some idea of what they are to be able to recommend them. So it really depends. You can have some people that do Beachbody on demand and want to go to the gym. A lot of people don't want to work out at home. Like, they want to get away from their kids and go to the gym. And, they can use Beachbody on demand, like on an iPad or something. So that's a great feature of that.
I think the other thing about it is that, the supplements like Shakeology it's not always about losing weight. It's not always about, like, not everybody needs to lose weight or wants to lose weight. Some people, strictly want to use it to better their nutrition and better their health and truly use it as a nutrition booster and a supplement. And if you are somebody that, goes to the gym or is a heavy lifter or is a CrossFitter, like, nutrition obviously is so important that why wouldn't you want to, make sure that you're getting all your nutrients and, all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs for a day, with Shakeology. There are also a lot of coaches within the company that do amazing just by promoting Shakeology, because the nutrition is like 85% of the game for so many people that they don't get the good nutrition. So just having that portion of it is an amazing thing.
Does the vitamin curb the cravings similar to the Shakeology?
Are you talking about the Activate multivitamins?
Yes. Yes.
I don't take anything other than Shakeology. Like, even when I was pregnant and nursing, I took Shakeology because it just really had everything. I took it to my OBGYN, and they looked at it and they're like, really, the only thing that you really need to add is a folic acid. So I use it as a multivitamin. I don't use both of them because there's a lot of things on there that can just kind of, cross over, and you don't really need it. Your body gets rid of it anyway. So I just use Shakeology.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, whoever that was?
Well, if somebody would not like to take shakes and would rather just use it in pill form, I just wanted to know what the craving. I feel like my craving is gone with Shakeology. I just don't know how that works with the vitamin.
Absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of it is, here's the thing with pills that I do know is that you have a very small absorption rate with nutrients in a pill form. Like, you could have 100% of this, but a very small percentage of that is actually absorbed, from what I know. And then in a liquid form, it's just your body can absorb that a little bit better. So I'm not sure about I don't take the Activate. I mean, I used to take it, but I didn't take it a lot. I can't do pills. I just can't. It's hard. I mean, it really is. So I don't think that you're gonna get the same nutritional value because there just isn't that superfood component. There isn't the probiotics and prebiotics, and there just isn't that in the multivitamin.
Okay, thank you.
So one of the things that I always have people do is, like, we can do like a 7-day or a 10-day trial of Shakeology, or just to get them to try it, because once you get them to try it, I have a very small percentage of people who don't want to use it anymore. They just love it. They do curb their cravings. They do have more energy. They just have that. So, if somebody has an objection to that, I think the biggest thing there, though, whoever's asking that, is that most people are like, most companies, like we're talking about icky network marketing companies, are telling you to drink 12 shakes a day. Okay. Yes, the 3-day refresh is three shakes a day, but it's also a 3-day refresh, like a boost, like to just kind of like give your system a shock. But, like to take 3 different shakes a day plus multivitamins, I mean, there's a lot of people who have that's what they've been preached to. Try this. I'm going to ram this down your throat, and you're going to take 3 shakes a day. Whereas, Shakeology is just one. So just kind of get an idea of maybe why people don't like shakes. And I actually hate that word shakes. I don't like that word. Like, I don't even like it. So anyway,
all
hopefully
right.
that answers the question.
Renee, we got a couple more too. Cool. From Katie Fleischman, is that how you say it? Are there any fees to be a coach? I thought I heard there was a monthly fee.
Yes,
good question.
There is. Yes, there is. All coaches, discount or not, pay a $15.95 a month business service fee. So we don't get out of that. We get, basically, that's our coach fees, which includes all of our websites that we have. Once you sign up as a coach, you have 3 or 4 different websites that are instantaneous for you. Customer service. It also has personal development is a really big thing within this business. And so there's actually a success tab, which is, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Success Magazine. It is a big component of our Coach Online office. So it gives us daily tips and motivation and articles. So it's a subscription to Success Magazine online, basically, and that's part of it. But the other thing is that Beachbody you don't have to carry around a bunch of products, and they take care of all the shipping and customer service and all that stuff for us. So that's part of what that is. So that's it, $15.95. Okay. All right.
Okay, the last question I see here is Shakeology okay for kids too? Monkey see, monkey wants.
Absolutely. My kids drink it. Yeah, my kids do.
How many moms in here have their kids drinking it? Because we've got a lot of moms.
Mine
see?
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't even
do full serving or half serving or?
They just take mine. Like I make extra in the morning, and they each get like probably like a cup like this. You know, they want like that much, so I don't give them like a whole shake on their own. But I do have like these cups that they have. I make a double recipe, and I just give them in the morning with a straw, and they love it. They ask for it all the time. Because my kids do not. I mean, my son eats some vegetables, but not very many. My daughter, like, anything green, don't even put it near me. So, and a lot of times I'll put like a spinach in it. You know, I'll put spinach in it, and they don't even know. Spinach or kale, they don't know that it's there. But yeah, they might have a loose diaper or something if you would give them the whole one, or loose bowels. So.
I found on the website that they have some kid workout videos too, and my son really likes those because he sees mine and he wants some that he do too. So he ended up taking him to daycare, and he really liked those. His friends liked them too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Shanti has one. We would love for him to do more of the kids. Like, he's like one of the trainers that is like probably the most kid friendly in my opinion. Like, he loves kids. So yeah, definitely there's kid DVDs. And I think that I'm not 100% certain on this, but I was thinking that maybe some of them, are they part of the Beachbody On Demand? I can't remember. I know there were some old ones on there, but I'm not sure if that's part of it. Probably not, now that I say that. But yes, very inexpensive too. I mean, they're inexpensive workout programs. Good questions. Is there any more?
Do you have to purchase so much a month as a coach?
You have to have at least 50 points, which is a minimum of about $50. So your Activate is one way if you're using that, or your Shakeology. So it's just your personal product.
And that's just to stay active. There's, if you are working the business and you want to stay active and be, able to earn commissions or team bonus cycle and all that good stuff, then you want to be active in earning that, which if you're drinking your Shakeology, you're going to be active.
Yeah. There's no, like, you don't have to buy like $200 worth of products or $300, like there's none of that. Crickets. Anybody else?
Cool.
This is awesome. These questions are great. So this is a great time to ask them if you guys have them, because I know sometimes we probably forget to say some of them. Okay, I gotta ask Cindy just a question real quick. Okay, anything else, Katie, that you can think of?
No, I don't think so. I think this has been awesome, and I really appreciate all of you guys being here. So thanks so much for coming. And Did you get the winner? Did you see that the winner?
Winner, chicken dinner. Yes, I did. Ashley Dye won this.
Woo woo!
She did a random drawing. My lovely assistant Cindy, my friend, Beachbody coach, amazing person. She did a drawing for that. So Ashley, if you wouldn't mind giving that your address to Katie or whoever, so I can have that and I can send it to you, that would be great. So you guys, we do really appreciate you taking 47 minutes, 8 minutes of your time tonight. We really do. Thank you so much for coming, and we do hope that you will decide to join our team, whether it be a discount coach or somebody that wants to help other people earn a little extra money, or even just enough to cover your product. But again, we really do appreciate it. Okay. Otherwise, you guys have a great night. I'll hopefully see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Good night.